question is, why should we encourage talented people to stay in New Zealand? The answer is a rhetorical question. Do we want to make progress? Tonight I'll share with you some of my experiences and some of my opportunities, and my challenge to you is to do the same, to think about the opportunities you've had. At Teachers College, I learned one important thing. There's no possible substitution for first-hand experience. I learned to live on a farm, a sheep and crop farm in mid-Canterbury, and loved it. My husband was an entrepreneurial farmer, and it was a great life. The children enjoyed it as well. In 1982, our plans changed. A simple car accident, and our four children between 5 and 8 lost their dad. We had a farm and an aeroplane. We employed a farm manager. We needed something to look forward to. So I took the children to Disneyland for a holiday. And then I learned to fly. 5 years later, share market crashed. We lost the farm. I accepted a business partnership in a computer retail business in Blenheim. I had actually learned my business experience on the farm with farm business management. We moved to Blenheim, great place. During that time, my daughter went on an AFS exchange trip to Japan. The boys played golf. When the children became independent, I moved to Wellington. What an amazing city. You can do anything here. I bought a yacht, lived on board the marina here for 2 years. You could fly a plane, fly a helicopter, and start a business school that you could take to China. There are so many opportunities here in New Zealand. They are endless. Vipul came from India. He joined us 5 years ago as a postgraduate student in our R&D team. Recently, Vipul decided it was time to share the technology skills that we had in that team with our project developers. So he decided to have a lunch meeting. Our developers in Auckland and Australia dialed in. They all love it. Mike is from the UK. He decided to run a charity boxing match 2 months ago. Not only did he involve most of our staff in one way or another, but that event raised $30,800 for the community. Core Technology, we're just one level lower actually, has a huge strategic goal. By 2016, we will have revolutionised the software development industry worldwide. We're on track to achieve that. In New Zealand, the sky's the limit. When I was a teenager, I looked up at the sky and saw the vapour trail of a jet and thinking, imagine being able to do that. 4 years ago, I was at the Warbirds over Wanaka air show. I made a few inquiries and found myself in the rear seat of an L-39 Albatross jet. Perhaps I better turn it up the right way. So the Albatross jet has a top speed of 900 kilometres an hour. Unbelievably, I knew the pilot. We were both flying in mid-Canterbury at the same time. So we'd no sooner taken off from Wanaka Airport than he put both hands in the air and said, well, I'm not flying it. We flew around Mount Aspiring, up a few more thousand feet, did some aerobatics, but it wasn't until we came down low over Lake Wanaka, about 50 feet above the water, that was when I really experienced the thrill of the speed that we were travelling. It was an amazing experience. So in New Zealand, the sky is the limit. Oh, and by the way, that experience, the only scary thing was paying for it. So if you'd like to know how much, feel free to come and ask me.